Alright, hey you guys, it is TsubakiSwagg, and I'm coming to you with my, come on lighting, my review of Naruto Gaiden 7th Hokage, Chapter 2, or 700 plus 2, the boy with the Sharingan, and this chapter, it looks like it is about to go down, because Sasuke got confronted by this boy in a white get up, like a white get up with a Uchiha symbol on his back, and he had Sharingans. So, I mean, he had the complete Sharingan. So it was just like, I thought that, well, Sasuke was supposedly supposed to be the last Uchiha, and now Sarada is the only like half Uchiha. So where in the world did this dude come from, and why is he following Sasuke, or why did he even attack Sasuke? Why was Sasuke even a factor in him? So when I saw this, my first thoughts was that this boy is probably an experiment. And my thoughts were that it's an experiment of Orochimaru's, because Orochimaru was so obsessed with Sasuke and trying to get his body for all of Naruto and Naruto Shippuden that it has to be something with Orochimaru. It literally has to be someone with Orochimaru as to why this boy has Sharingans and why he was trying to attack Sasuke. So I thought that maybe that was Orochimaru's way of trying to capture Sasuke so he could get his body. But now that Sasuke is like a grown man and has had children, you would think that maybe Orochimaru doesn't really want his body anymore, but maybe that's just me. I don't know. But did anybody else notice the fact that Sasuke was able to do the hand signs for the Chidori with one hand, and the fact that he is left-handed and he's able to do all this stuff with his right hand is freaking badass, if you ask me. Like, it is so freaking amazing that Sasuke is able to do all of this with his right hand and he's left-handed, because I mean, he never got a left hand again, because if you remember at the end of Naruto the manga, when he was talking, like when Naruto asked him if he wanted them to make him a hand because Naruto got a hand made for himself, Sasuke was like, nah, don't worry about it, and he left the village. So Sasuke has been wandering around with one hand, and it's his non-dominant hand. So that makes Sasuke even more awesome, the fact that he is able to use his non-dominant hand and that he can do signs with one hand. I just cannot get over the fact that he was able to do the signs with one hand, which is just so freaking amazing. Sasuke is actually pretty dope. So at that point, when he saw that this boy had a Sharingan and then he whirlwind away Sasuke, he literally, like, he looked astounded at the fact that he finally saw, I want to say that he finally saw somebody else with a Sharingan. And me personally, that would have thrown me for a loop too, having been that the last person that Sasuke saw with a Sharingan was Obito and Kakashi, but then Kakashi gave his Sharingan back to Obito, and then now he doesn't even have him anymore. So after all of that, they also show Sarada. She's like sitting in a room, and Shizune comes in there and talks to her, and this pretty much, I want to say, this pretty much confirmed the fact that this pretty much confirmed the fact that Sakura is not Sarada's mom, because Sarada said she did all this research looking for like any papers on her being born or nothing, and there was nothing in the Leaf Village of Sarada being born to Sakura. And from knowing Sakura, I'm almost positive that she never left the Leaf Village. So if Sarada is her daughter, she would have had her in the Leaf Village. There's no really possible way as to why she would not have had her there. And that literally just confirmed it to me that Sarada is not Sakura's daughter. And the fact that maybe there's a possibility that Sasuke had some fun with Karen and Karen got pregnant and maybe she passed away, and Sasuke asked Sakura to take Sarada in as her own and raise her to be her daughter. Because Sarada looks nothing like Sakura to me. And the fact that she does look so much like Karen just really points all fingers that Karen is Sarada's mom. I could be wrong, but even she is saying now that she thinks that Karen is her mom. I mean, even though she has been raised by Sakura all this time and she probably doesn't like doubt Sakura's love for her, Sakura, I feel like more than likely that is not her daughter. That Sarada is not Sakura's child. As much as she may want her to be, because Sasuke is her father, and you can tell that she is. Well, she can tell that he is because she looks like the Uchihas, but she also looks like Karen. So I feel really, really bad for Sakura, because Sakura has literally been getting pooped on since Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. So poor Sakura. She has really just been going through it. And now if Sarada really isn't her daughter and her and Sasuke have never actually been together and all this kind of stuff would really freaking suck for Sakura. Like, I already see it coming, which is really, really sad. I feel so bad for Sakura. But it's really like pointing all fingers that Karen is Sarada's mother. So sorry, Sakura lovers, but I am going to say that Sakura is not Sarada's mom. And then also Chocho is a straight up fool. Like, you can tell that she is Akamichi, and you can tell that Choji and Karai are her mother and father. Like, just looking at her, you can tell that they are her parents, but she wants to say that she doesn't think that they're her parents. And then they show like Naruto getting Sasuke's falcon and it pretty much telling them that he saw he saw this boy with Sharingans, and it threw me off a little bit that Naruto said that Sasuke never charges his phone. I was like, phone? Wait a minute, since when do they have cell phones? Like, when does this work? Like, when did this happen to the point where they actually have cell phones and Sasuke is still using a carrier falcon? But that makes Sasuke pretty awesome. I guess his carrier falcon is like the flip phone of their universe, which actually makes it pretty awesome. So he told them, and Naruto is going to go meet up with Sasuke, and he told Shikamaru, and he told Kakashi. And let me see if I can find it. Kakashi said that if the boy had a Sharingan, that pretty much means that he's either a descendant of the Uchihas or he's one of Orochimaru's experiments, which is where it comes full circle with what I was talking about when I read the chapter and said that this boy must be one of Orochimaru's experiments. So, I mean, but then it's a little bit too cliched for me. Like, the one thing that threw me off the most, and after it was pointed out to me again, it made me completely click with it, is why would Orochimaru have any type of feelings for Sasuke killing Itachi? Which makes me think that maybe it is one of the Uchihas did survive. And then like my next thought was maybe it's Hanzo. But we all saw Hanzo die in Shippuden, so it can't be Hanzo. I mean, well, there's nothing too far-fetched in this show. So maybe it's Hanzo. And then there's another thought that came to my mind, is maybe that is Shishui. Because people have been saying for forever that Shishui is probably still alive. He's probably still walking around. I mean, he was freaking, well, from what we were told, he was freaking BA, so he should have been able to get around without his eyes, because he gave his eyes to Itachi to keep them so Hanzo wouldn't get them. So I mean, Shishui is probably still getting around without his eyes, so it is a possibility that it was Shishui and that he is attacking Sasuke because Itachi was more of a brother to Sasuke than Itachi was more of a brother to Shishui than he was to Sasuke, because Sasuke was so young when Itachi did all those evil things, and because of that, Shishui probably knows why he did it, which might explain why he would be so angry at Sasuke killing him. But then he should also know that Sasuke didn't know about any of this stuff until literally after Itachi was dead and gone, and he came back and told him what happened. So I mean, it sucks pretty bad, but there's a strong possibility that it is Shishui. So I mean, this chapter kind of threw me for a loop a little bit, and then it looks like Sarada might actually get the chance to meet Sasuke, which would be pretty freaking awesome, even though Chocho is going along with her so she can find her parents. But Chocho is a little touched. So yeah, this chapter was freaking awesome. I'm so looking forward to next week's chapter. So yeah, I would love to hear how you guys felt about this chapter. How do you feel about the way things turned out? What do you think is going to happen? Like, who do you think is under the mask, and why do you think this random boy with Sharingans popped up out of nowhere? Just how do you think things are going to turn out? So, as always, please remember to comment, thumbs up, and subscribe. It helps me out a whole lot. And this is TsubakiSwagg saying adios.